What am I supposed to do? How can I do anything about that? Can I even help with that? I don't.
You copy, sir.
I can't take this anymore. I gotta get out of here.
Hey, what?
Hey, buddy, come here.
Hindi mo bang pakita ng katabi mo? Nakakuha mo ba, kapatid? Did you get it? What do you think is the problem? Nung una na hindi niya nakikita yung kalagayan ng ibang tao. Because he was so preoccupied about himself. Everything seems to be annoying. Everything seems to be a problem to him. But the moment he realized, when his eyes was open, he realized that those people are more in need than him. Sometimes, we have to open our eyes. We have to get service for our visions. That's why Jesus says, open your eyes and look at the fields. They are ripe for harvest. Is it true, mga kapatid, that daily we are so concerned about ourselves, about our struggles, in our jobs, in our homes, that we fail to see others also who are in need? But we also fail to realize, sila pala yung gusto ng Panginoon na anihin natin at dalhin sa Kanya upang nang sa ganon ay totoong makakilala at makasumpong ng kaganapan sa buhay. The third thing that I'll be sharing to you in order to engage in the harvest is we need to give our share for the harvest. We need to give our share for the harvest. Everyone must be involved if we give our share for the harvest. Kailangan po natin may involved, kailangan natin makibahagi. If you are a sower, then you sow. If you are waterer, you water. Ganda English yun. If you are waterer, you water. Diba? If you're a reaper, you reap. Everyone as a part. You need to get involved. Ang tanong, what is your role? Nasaan ka ba? Nagtatanim ka ba? Nagdidilig ka ba? O umaani ka na? Jesus said again, even now the reaper grows his wages, even now he harvests the crop for eternal life, so that the sower and the reaper may be glad together. Mga kapatid, there's no competition in the work of the Lord. There's no competition in the harvest of soul. Each one of us has a assigned task, and we are all part of a team. We are all part of each other's labor. Kaya yung ating mga presentation was not designed to compete one another, but to bless the people and to see that this is the family that we have. Each family has its unique G groups, has its own talents, that they can offer to the Lord, and if they're just going to be a part of this G group, they're also going to enjoy it and share in the fellowship. One sows, one reaps, but each worker gets his honest reward and rejoice for the work he has done. There's no competition in the work of the Lord. You see, yung ating pong talata, if you're going to read ahead in chapter 3, of John, you'll find that even Jesus was not exempted from the intrigue that the Pharisees and the Jewish people were doing. They were putting some competition with Jesus and John the Baptist. Who's John the Baptist? The cousin of the Lord Jesus Christ, the first cousin. And he's the forerunner of the Lord Jesus Christ. Ang trabaho niya ay ihanda ang daan, ang lupa para sa Panginoon Kristo. But one time, when Jesus happens to be baptizing many people sa isang lugar, again in chapter 3 verse 23, it was known as the Aenon near Salem, and because there were plenty of souls being brought to him, they were asking John the Baptist, have you heard na yung tao na pinangangaral mo at inihanda mo ay nagbabaptize din katulad mo? Because baptism was often identified with John the Baptist. And when Jesus was doing that, Jewish people were giving some intrigues. Iniintriga nila mga kapatid, gumagawa ng kwento. Na para bang, ano masasabi mo sa ginagawa ng tao na inihanda mo na nagbabautismo rin siya? And this was the response of John the Baptist in that chapter 23. A man can receive only what is given to him from heaven. You yourselves can testify that I said, I am not the Christ, but am sent ahead of him. The bride belongs to the bridegroom, and friend who attends the bridegroom waits and listens for him, and is full of joy when he hears the bridegroom's voice. That joy is mine, and is now complete. He must become greater, I must become less. Can you imagine? Ginagawa na intriga ng mga Hudyo si John the Baptist kay Jesus. Pero sabi ni John, hindi siya nawala. We are in a team. He is the one, the Christ, and I'm not the Christ. I am being sent to prepare the soil for Him. He must increase, I must decrease. You see, if this is only the attitude that we have, then we'll be ready for the harvest. Mga kapatid, even John Maxwell, the great leadership teacher, said, teamwork makes the dream work. Pakisabi po natin to. Teamwork makes the dream work. Whether you like it or not, somebody help you to be able to attain your position in your life right now. Whether you like it or not, merong tumulong sa iyo, magulang mo, kaibigan mo, o kahit sinong tao, para maabot mo yung kalagayan mo. You did not do it on your own. Somebody helped you. And if you want to accomplish your dream, you need to work in a team. Because teamwork makes the dream work. And in this case, mga kapatid, if we want to engage in the spiritual harvest, we need to work as a team. Hindi po kaya ng isang tao yan. Hindi po kaya ng ilang tao yan. All of us must be a part of a team. Amen po ba? Hello? Nandiyan pa po ba kayo? No one is greater. Everyone is part of the team. Sometimes God will use you to just sow and not reap. Sometimes God will use you to reap and not sow. But both of you are just part of the team. Do what you have to do. Because the goal is more important than the rule. Isa sa mga natutunan ko mga kapatid, hindi mahalaga kung ano yung rule na ginagalawan mo. It will only be important to fulfill your duty. But when it comes to the greater result, the goal is more important than the rule. If one soul has come to the Lord and recognized the Lord and surrendered his life, regardless kung sino man ang ginamit niya, then that should be the most important thing. The goal is more important than the role. Kaya nga, again, Jesus said for the last part, the saying, one sows and another reaps is true. I sent you to reap what you have not worked for. Others have done the hard work, and you have reaped the benefits of their labor. May mga pagkakataon na kapatid, yung ating inaalagaan, pwede hindi natin anihin. Pwede anihin sila sa ibang lugar, sa ibang pagkakataon. Amen po ba? In fact, many of you here came because somebody had sown and planted in your life the Word of God. And while you came here, then suddenly, it blossomed and it bear fruit. That's why now, God is working mightily in your life. Mga kapatid, hindi mahalaga kung anong bahagi mo dyan. What is important is the result and the outcome of the work and the harvest. Again, Jesus said, those, let me end on this. And the last part, farming, which includes sowing, cultivating, harvesting, is hard work. Wala akong madali sa farming. Alam natin yan. Maybe some of you are better than me when it comes to farming. But I grew up sa province ng nanay ko from time to time, which is actually both agricultural and also fishing. I have seen how they work really hard para lang umani, para magtanim. At hindi madali. Whenever they're planting, hindi pa uso na mga makinarya mga kapatid. They're just using carabos. And nothing is easy. Lahat mahirap. Kaya naman, when it comes to farming, there is no room for lazy people. Wala kayong makikitang tamad na nagsasaka. Lahat ng nagsasaka na involved truly as a farmers were actually industrious, talagang masipag. Di ba? Makikita nyo tamad sa syudad. Hindi mo dun sa puberin. Lagi mo silang abala. They're busy. In fact, we Filipinos have a song that shows how hard it is when it comes to farming. Naalala niyo po ba yung kanta natin dyan? Ang mga kinakanta ng ating mga magsasaka? Magtanim ay di, biro, maghapong, nakayuko. Di naman, makaupo. Di naman makatayo, di naman, makaupo. Can you imagine? Pagkatapos mo magsaka, meron ka ng arthritis. Meron bali pa balakad mo. Hindi ka makakatayo. That's how hard farming is. And yet the joy, in spite of the difficulty of farming, yet they continue on and working the land. Why? Because they're very hopeful for the coming harvest. Iba yung nagagawa ng saya, nabibigay na saya, ng isang pagsasaka at ng darating na anihan. The same way mga kapatid, mahirap po na mag-ani ng kaluluwa. You will sometimes have to invest your money. You have to invest your time. Sometimes, you even need to invest your tears to pray for them and to really do your best. Sometimes, there will be challenges and temptations to give up. But you will keep on going dahil alam mo na meron kang inaantay na anihan. You may not see it right now, but in the future, as you plan, no matter what happens, God will make it grow and it will bear fruit, ready for the harvest. Isang bagay na hindi ko makakalimutan, if the Lord is really encouraging me whenever I'm down, whenever I'm trying to reflect on those things, these are the things that really encourage me. There were times I've shared with you before, mas masarap yung simpleng buhay lang. When I was in the States for some time, there was even a time na I thought I can just work simply without taking care of people. And yet, when I remember those times, yun yung mga panahon na ipaalala sa akin ng Panginoon, yung mga tao that in one way or another have been part of your life and God has used you to influence them. And then there's one guy na hindi ko makakalimutan, is one of my table tennis player who happened to be an Iglesia ni Cristo. I met him in the club, and after playing for a while, I learned about his life, that he has a struggle with his mother because his mother happens to have a partner dahil iniwan sila ng kanyang tatay. And so he was a struggling child. And for some time that we were playing, suddenly, he was gone. I asked for him, nasan siya? Bakit hindi na siya naglalaro? Then, I went to his friends and to his classmates in the college and realized he was really struggling sa kanyang pangangailangan because he ran away from his home. Lumaya siya sa kanyang magulang. And so, nagpapaikot-ikot na lang siya. And I looked for him and asked him, would you like to stay in my home for a while? Just to help you. At the start, it was not easy for us, mga kapatid, because we were just starting in our family. Maliit pa po si Joanna. And to get somebody with you, to be a part of family, was really a big decision. So I made a decision to at least adapt him for a while. Sabi ko, you can stay in our house, and I'll ask somebody, ask our doctor member in the church to support you financially for your needs. Okay? So it happened, at pumayag yung doktor na aming miyembro, that he's going to be supported sa kanyang pangangailangan, and at the same time, he will be sent to Manila to be trained as a table tennis player, so that he can come back and teach our kids in the church. And it took a year, mga kapatid. In his stay in our home, there were times na wala kami makain, we had to share it to him. But after that year, I won't forget that God touched his life, and he came to a point that he surrendered his life to the Lord. Sinuko niya yung sarili niya sa Panginoon. He is an Iglesia ni Cristo. And you know what's an Iglesia ni Cristo? It's not easy to win those people. Right? But one time, he came and surrendered his life to the Lord. And he gave his testimony on how he realized that this is really what God wants him in his life. Inanggap niya po ang Panginoon. And after that, he went back to his family, God restored, but this time, as a Christian. And so he pursued his life, went and pursued his college days, nakagraduate po siya, and now he's married to a young girl who happens to be a member of the church too. And they went and live in Pampanga right now, enjoying their family together. Now a fully committed Christian, someone who was harvested by the Lord. Why? You have to invest in people's lives. Hindi yung madali yan, mga kapatid. Sometimes you have to really struggle and cry for them, for themselves. Pero no matter what happens, because you're expecting that God will do His harvest. This is our encouragement, that kahit anong hirap, this is the promise of the Lord. Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. He who goes out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with him. Mga kapatid, malinaw po sabi ng Panginoon dyan, yes, hayong at magtatanim, at may luha pa, pero babalik ka ng umaawit at nagsasaya sapagkat daladala mo sa iyo yung iyong ani. And it will happen, God will bless the harvest. God wants you to engage in the harvest. Hindi mo bang pakisabi sa katabi mo na kapatid, kasama ka dito. Kasama ka dito. You are to be part of the harvest. God wants you to engage in the harvest. God bless us all. Pagpalain po kayo ng Panginoon. We will continue on with our monthly Lord's Supper celebration. May we invite our elders to come, and may invite everyone. If you have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ and you surrender your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, we encourage you to take part. Ibahagi po kayo sa pagkakataon na kung saan tayo po ay mag-aalala ng ginawa ng Panginoon para sa atin. And let's prepare our hearts. God wants us to come to Him with a consecrated life.
Kapag busy.
Shall we arise? Brothers and sisters in the Lord, the Lord's table is a very personal occasion for the Lord Jesus Christ. It was the time that He met the disciples for the last time before His crucifixion. It's a time of fellowship. It's a time of intimacy. It's a time where He wants the disciples to experience His love while eating together. And I believe the same way that is the purpose of this Lord's table. He promised that He's here whenever we celebrate the Lord's Supper. And as we come into this table, maybe just come for a moment in silence and reflect, putting ourselves as if leaning on the heart and the breast of the Lord Jesus Christ, listening to the beat and His heartbeat. And I think we'll all agree that there's just one heartbeat that you're going to hear from Him, and that heartbeat is for the lost, for the people whom He wants to be part of His church and His kingdom. Do we have the same heartbeat? And I think this is the challenge that God is giving us right now, as we say that on this table we have fellowship with the Lord Jesus Christ. Father, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, we come to You, thanking You for a wonderful occasion that You have left to Your disciples, for us to remember and to celebrate, and to see whether our fellowship with You is really in the right place, by considering also Your passions, Your drive, your desire, even for those who are not yet part of Your kingdom. We have been taught many times that You love us so much, and there's no question about it anymore. The concern always lies is whether our love is in the same measure just as Your love towards us. May we have the same passion, O God, same love for the lost, just as we have. So that as we partake these elements right now, we even ask that You'll consecrate this. We will stand and eat with You and fellowship with You in the same heart, in the same love for the lost. We thank You for this element right now, and we thank You for this occasion. For I received from the Lord, which I also pass on to you. The Lord Jesus Christ, on the night He was betrayed, took bread. After giving thanks, He broke it and said, "This is My body, which is offered for you. Take it in remembrance of Me." Amen. Same way after the supper, He took the cup, saying, "This cup is a new covenant in My blood. Take, drink, in remembrance of Me." Inumin ko natin. At the cross I bow my knee, where Your blood was shed for me. There's no greater love than this. You have overcome the grave. The glory fills the highest praise. What can separate me now? At the cross I bow thank you that we are promised that we will be victorious because you will come and be with us. Seal this now, God, for your glory. In Jesus' name. Amen. Please be seated.
Amen. Tayo ay dadako sa isang bahagi nating worship service this afternoon about giving. Sabi po sa Matthew 22 verse 20 to 21, nagtatanong po may nagtanong po kay Jesus Christ kung kailangan ba nila magbigay ng tax para kay Cesar, ano? So pinakita po yung coin. Ang sabi ni Jesus, sino ba nakalagay dyan? So nakita po nila ang pangalan ni Cesar. So sabi ng Panginoon, and the Lord Jesus Christ said to them, therefore give back to Caesar what is for Caesar, and give to God what is for God. So ano ba talaga ang para sa Diyos, para sa atin? Diba? Minsan marami tayong pananagutan, marami tayong responsibilidad sa ating finances, but the Lord is clear when He said, give to Caesar what is for Caesar, and give to God what is for God. So what is for God? The first fruit of our crops, the first main of our firstborn. During those times, in our times, the first part of our income or salary, so whatever income we have. So hindi po yung kung ano natira. It's always the first. Minsan kasi we always, pagdating po sa giving, we always take for granted. Giving is also a form of worship. It's like, kung ano yung ginagawa natin sa Panginoon is worship. And giving is always a part of our worship. Sabi po dun sa talata na yan, dalawa po ang ating responsibilidad, no? Responsibilidad. Meron tayong responsibilidad sa mundo, and ating responsibilidad sa Diyos. Sabi dito, we have to honor both. Our responsibility sa government and our spiritual responsibility sa Diyos, which is giving. So magbigay po tayo sa Panginoon.
For all the blessings that kabutihan sa bawat isa sa aming Panginoon. Lord, salamat. Kung anong mayroon kami, Panginoon, ayun po yung galing sa inyo. Lord, salamat sa araw na ito. Salamat sa mga sarapin ito, Panginoon. Lord, nabalik na ito. Lord, dalangin po namin. Pagpalayan po ang sarapin ito. Bigyan ka tulong pa sa pagpalago na iyong iglesia sa lugar nito. At pagpalayan mo ang bawat isa. Ito po'y dalangin namin sa inyo sa pangalan ng Jesus. Amen.
Praise God. Okay, salamat po, Kuya Ray. Alright, meron po tayong bisita this time. Habang po tinatawag ang inyong pangalan ay naanyayang pong tumayo para ma-acknowledge po namin. Si Cindy, nasyon, pwede pong tumayo. Cindy. Welcome po sa Philippine Evangelical Christian Church. Si Kushan City. Welcome. Chris Andrew. Chris Andrew. Okay. Sino pa po na yan? Baka po may bisita na or first time na hindi po natawag, pwede pong tumayo. Kung meron pong hindi natawag. Wala na, so don't be surprised if our ushering team will approach you para po i-welcome kayo ng mas malalim pa. So, saan pwede pong sumama kayo sa ushering team. Further announcement, serving next week, May 12, 2017, ating presider si Chairman Robert. Song lead si Brother Conrad ulit. At tayo sa offering si Brother Ray and sa Edna ulit. And prayer intercessor si Red, si Abby at saka si Kat. And fellowship in church today is Marcania and next week will be Jahili G Group. And next week, huwag po kayo mag-absent because meron po tayong celebration. It's a Mother's Day celebration next week. So lahat po ng mga mothers, yung mga, may mga mothers. So attend po kayo next week para po makipag-celebrate tayo sa mga mothers ng ating church. At sa lahat na rin ng mothers sa buong mundo. And anniversary po ng Kalipa G Group, May 26. Hindi ko lang kung anong araw to. Bakit May 26? Friday ba yan? So Friday. Anniversary na po ng Kalipa G Group on May 26. So we have also our council meeting on the 19th of May. So third week of May, council meeting ng FECC councils. And we have prayer meeting every Sunday. Ang ating presider is Sister Melody. Ang ating devotion ay si Brother Ariel. Kung wala po kayong magawa, kung wala kayong lakad, atin po kayo ng prayer meeting sa Sunday, 7:30 po sa Fellowship Center. So, kung yung wala pa pong G-Group, last chance na po ito. Kasi lagi ko na ina-announce, hindi pa rin sumasali. Last chance ko na ito. Umatin na po kayo ng G-Group. Kung hindi, uhulihin namin kayo. Okay? Biro lang po. So, nandiyan po sa inyong mga bulletin ang mga G-Group natin. Sino po available ng Tuesday? Pwede po kayo matin sa October G-Group. At sa Thursday naman, kung wala kayong lakad sa Dubai, Abu Dhabi, sumama na kayo kung wala kayong lakad. Matin na kayo ng Bible study sa Thursday. Sa lahat ng mga G-Group ng nag-Bible study ng Thursday. Matin na po kayo. Alright, further announcement. Meron pang birthday today. Wala pong nag-post ng birthday. Kasi wala kaming walang magpapakain mamaya eh. Sino ba may birthday today? Wow! Sister Jocelyn at saka si RD Abad. Nag-birthday na ngayon sa At-Tatap sa Burj Khalifa. Imbitado kayo lahat doon sa Burj Khalifa. Alright, Pastor?
Praise the Lord. After this, yung ating mong fellowship outside, please stay so that we can share together sa meal. At nais ko natin sabihin, yung mga bisita po natin last anniversary is ang in charge for the follow-up, for the prayer, we have to pray for them continually, is by G groups also. If you have your visitors last Friday, pakipatuloy po ipanalangin sila, invite natin sila because the work has just started. It's okay? So, yun po yung ating nais gawin at the G groups will really produce souls for the Lord. Tumayo po tayong lahat bilang pangwakas sa panalangin. Okay? Let's ask the Lord's blessing as we partake. Hallelujah. Lord, we thank you for again reminding us that it is your desire that men will come to know you and that they'll be saved. And that your church will be a part of the harvest that you yourself is sending to us. We pray that as you've given us the opportunity to reach out for the lost souls, even last Friday, last week, during our anniversary, may we continue to endure and persevere and fulfill the task by continually praying for those souls, inviting them, O God, in our G groups, and showing them the kind of family that you have established through the FECC and our G groups. I pray in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ that you will enable us, Lord, to sow more and invest in people's lives so that at the proper time we will reap the harvest. We ask, Lord, that as we go out from this place, again, samahan niyo po kami. May your presence be with us. May we experience, Lord, your hand upon us, prospering our work, and continue blessing even our family and our relationship within our households. We commit to you the rest of the days of this week that is coming. We ask, again, let this be a fruitful week for each one of us. We just bring back all the honor and praise to you. You alone deserve it, O God. May we live our lives, O God, to reach out for more souls, just as you have desired, O God. Again, we thank you, we praise you. In Jesus' name we pray, and all God's people say, Amen.
Amen. Ulitin na po natin na nothing is impossible